that
star.
movie
I
come
can't
out
live with him.
Wednesday?
Huh?
Tell us in chat. Have you guys seen it? Is it good?
Nothing from Marvel has been good since 2020. I swear.
Bro,
The
the
only
Marvel Cinematic
You an
Universe is
old
getting
bitter
crazy.
man.
I'm an old bitter man. Back in my day, we had Iron Man, and that was it.
Bro.
Now all these other guys
And
coming
now
in.
we got Mario. What's going on?
What's going on? Mario movie? By the way, Mario
Still-
movie should be in the Marvel. Should definitely be in the Marvel. Yeah, I think MCU Mario should happen.
Bro, like
Yeah.
everyone's talking
Mario
about
Cinematic
Marvel.
Universe.
Yeah.
Bro, Marvel versus Capcom. Marvel versus Nintendo.
Mario versus Nintendo.
Mario
Piranha
versus
Plant.
Capcom.
Piranha Plant versus. God, who's from Marvel? Trying to think of, like something funny from Marvel. Who's a funny guy? Spider-Man versus Piranha Plant. I think that's a good matchup.
Huh?
That would be really funny. I think, my opinion. Funny Plant versus funny Spider-Man.
Bro, like on paper, it's
Yeah, no,
got to
I
be
like that.
Piranha Plant, right?
No.
Eats bugs.
Not
bro?
that movie.
That's what I said.
You don't like that
Yeah.
movie?
Spider-Man's pretty cool.
Okay.
You know who else is cool? Mr. E's pretty cool.
I really
Mr.
like
E
Mr.
is pretty cool.
Is that?
He's a spot up guy. I really like him. Like, I met him for the first time 2 weeks ago at Daysden, and dude's just
Banger tournament.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
It's banger.
I heard that T.O.'s a punk though. I don't like that guy.
Man, shut up.
Now we are getting into this next top 16 winners match.
Mr. T.O., what's your policy on bad words? Yeah.
Fuck.
Holy
Oh.
shit, y'all.
Okay. This is the Christian Smash Bros. Stream. All right.
Oh,
Okay,
thank
okay.
God. Thank God that we are Jesus freaks. Right now we're
Is this a
getting
Utah local?
Yeah. Well, actually, Kreeg is actually from,
I know.
Yeah, from Utah, yeah. Keep your words in check right now. Kreeg is saying as he's really using his Marth. By the way, this is basically a ditto, but except Kreeg just has a opportunity to get more tippers, which is actually kind of funny because like Lucina.
Oh, yeah, you can't be holding shield there. That is gonna hurt.
Stabbing right through the chest there. Mr. E takes the first stock pretty convincingly with that shield breaker.
Oh my goodness, but already getting those tippers. Those tippers can tip things in your favor in a instant.
Boo.
Boo. Oh, damn.
Yeah. Next time, just use a tip, bro.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Just like that,
Damn.
getting that first stock, Kreeg.
Hey, I'm saying that. Like you guys are putting me.
Gee, I don't. See,
On
I
fire.
don't know how far I could. I don't know how far I could take it with words because I'd like.
Oh, Mr. E's. S. Dean. Oh, that sucks. That's rough.
That is rough because like, if Marth gets like a few solid hits in and then you like reset back to neutral, and then.
Marth can really suck those hits in, too.
Oh yeah, I know for sure. And now you're just. And also, I don't know if y'all ever played Marth and had that serotonin feeling when you land tipper down air into tipper F smash.
Just tipper anything, man.
Nah, you haven't. No, you haven't hit the 2-piece combo. It's
Like no, it does. It no, I know exactly
Mm-hmm.
what you're saying, but this character just does something.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
that-
right there. Oh, my
yes,
God.
Marth, give us nothing.
Sex move? How about sex sword? My goodness. Use the whole meat salami. They're trying to get that kill.
Nah.
Nah,
Bro.
Calm down.
Hey,
This is
I can say
this
bad
is
words.
a
I can say
family
whatever
set.
I need to.
All right.
Oh, and just like that, using that F smash. to
Nah,
kill
I'm
him.
not sure about this one, bro. I'm so like conditioned to be esports that like I get nervous even though I'm like allowed to.
I mean,
Like,
listen,
I'm like-
the-
Bro, well, welcome to the world.
I'm
of
like
Big Daddy
the
Nom Nom.
13-year-old who's like,
dude. He did not say that. Okay, get him
Like,
off the mic. He just said frick, dude.
you know what's crazy about this
T.O.,
though?
get somebody.
Mr. E is really good at like holding leads and such.
Yeah.
That comeback, this comeback is like entirely possible because like that could have been the one hit in
That
air
would have
into
been so fucking nasty. Almost getting that one hit there.
good read. Oh,
Just like that, Kreeg getting that up air and taking the first game off Kreeg. My goodness, maybe Marth's better than Lucina. Let's throw it out there. What game one goes to Kreeg?
You know, Lucina, just SDs randomly, you know.
Like
Yeah, there was the SD.
Don't remember that happening in
Like,
usual matches.
What? Wait, SD. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Lucina's
are
Lucina's
you-
better
are you guys
because
actually
she's
just
better.
playing friendlies on
Wrong.
the streaming setup.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
All right. Small questions off topic. What's the character if you're doing a randoms money match? Do you not want to get?
Do I not want to get?
Yeah. What's the one character you don't want to get?
Man, fuck Duck Hunt. I hate Duck Hunt with a
Damn.
passion. Like, literally, I don't get it because it's literally a dog. You're playing a dog, but he does not have that dog in him. Like, literally, all he does is throw things at you. Like, Dodge is supposed to fetch, but he's throwing things. It makes no sense to me.
Oh.
It literally does not. But again, right now, Kreeg trying to get that down there, but not doing a lot right there. Easily getting back. No, I love his movement off stage. Like really doing a good job of mixing up. Oh my god.
Like Marth just takes a little extra finesse, right? You have to be real careful about when you throw out moves because, you know, you want to get those tippers. And right now, Mr. E, what are you going to do?
Not much because he got most of the tip up in it there. And my goodness, does that hurt a lot. Kind of hard for them to walk off this lead right there, but it's okay. I mean, really, like right now, we need to see if Kreeg can really hang on this lead because as we saw like earlier. Why are you looking at me like that?
Still fucking.
Hey, I wasn't going to say.
Yeah.
I will. Oh, jeez.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Mr. E getting that fair to put him straight to the blast zone. And right now we're seeing a lot of swords across sides, but who is going to gain the advantage right there? Mr. E's up B not hitting right there. Really, like what okay, like hear me out. Marth might be the worst character just because it's more inconsistent, but I feel like potentially in this matchup or basically ditto, Marth is better because there's more damage, and a lot more killing potential. Like it might be a little bit less consistent, but a high level like Kreeg plays, my goodness, can you get kills a whole lot easier than Lucina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
I take it
yeah.
back.
Solid point.
I think it's crazy when like it's still not consistent, but like when like Kreeg has been able to get like those consistent like dancing blades, then yeah, you can make an argument for that, right? Because like that thing kills absurdly early down there. Oh,
You knew it. You
Had it.
almost willed it into existence, but just not quite.
Not quite getting that enough. And right there, hey, I'm just saying, Marth with a kill. Marth with a kill right there. Marth better character.
true. I mean, I think the scary part about it, if a down air lands, like actually could take Mr. E stock with the follow up.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen Leo do a lot, and I'm not sure much about Kreeg because Kreeg is like kind of newfound to me. I'm very new to the Utah scene, but like my goodness, Kreeg could probably get those like it's fine.
I've known Kreeg for a bit. Was like a real. That was smart. Yeah, Mystery. That was like Mystery loves like those consistent. And I mean, I love how players are going for more footstool stuff. I think it's like one of the most consistent
Because
tools.
people don't expect it. They feel like they're in such a safe spot, and then
Jeez.
suddenly
Is that just a raw F smash?
that was just a raw.
No protection. Jeez.
Absolutely no protection, and getting the tip in as well.
No.
no, it wasn't. It was not the tip. It was not the tip.
No.
No.
You know what's also crazy, like that's kind of going on in that matchup for Smashville, especially. I feel like I feel like Kreeg has been getting way more mileage off of that center platform, because like, yeah, they both can use it for like the delayed up airs. You know how horrible it is to be stuck on a platform against the sword characters, but Kreeg has been more consistently able to get tippers on the platform because it's like the perfect like layout. So I'm really curious to see how Mr. E kind of equalizes it out there. They won't expect
And
the
then
second
I
one.
think the other factor is taking advantage of that grounded speed over the air speed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we see Kreeg again and again, you know, trying to stay a lot more grounded than Mr. E. You know, really just trying to maintain that stage control, not going for anything too risky. We did see some pretty bold moves earlier, though.
I mean, going off of what Wolfie was saying earlier, Marth just does better underneath the platform. Like Lucina does well in neutral against Marth, but Marth when like he is keeping stage control, there's not much you can do because he's gonna hit those. He's gonna get those slippers a lot of the time. So when he does, it's a lot more damage, a lot more knockback, and that's just more dangerous to have at center stage.
I think the name of the game, especially, sometimes it's worth sacrificing some consistency for cheese factor, right? I mean, Incineroar does really well. You know, sometimes not in best roles, but sometimes that cheese factor throws you off. Like all of a sudden you make one mistake, revenge comes into play. Mystery had to do it because the interrupted with the side special. So I love this little stare.
That
It's
was
like
a
Andre
great
the
call
Giant.
out,
You know,
yeah.
they do that little stare down. Oh goodness, but. Mystery is just like it was that like game number one looked so close, and it's mainly credited because of that SD, right? Like Mystery almost still brought it back. Game 2 was well in Kreeg's control, like that was just utter like just domination and getting it down. But Game 3, a little more even. I think Mr. E is trying to equalize it out there, and I can see Mr. E definitely making the reverse 3-0 if this game goes in his favor. But Kreeg, if they're able to kind of shut it out there, and sounds with just like a nice tipper conversion and almost getting it out there. But I love that safe little F tilt, seeing that's way out of range for that F smash.
Yeah, Kreeg is doing a really, really good job of just taking everything that's given to him and just pushing it as much as possible.
Like, I feel like he's in more control of the space than Mr. E has been.
I mean, it just makes sense because when he takes that space, he pushes him out more, so he has like he doesn't have to do as much in neutral. Like the mystery has to win it.
Please don't overstock.
Okay, but he's up right now. He has a little bit of leeway.
That was like
A little bit.
He definitely like did like more like top players. Like, okay, you right there, I can do a footstool, and then you die at like 20% right there. That just makes sense. But like it's still one of the things where it's like Marth is doing better, easier.
I haven't really seen anyone go for up smash like that. I actually like that
Like
idea.
it's definitely a harder move to get to connect. Lucina's is significantly different. Lucina's can actually scoop. But with Marth, you have to just get that tipper there. So if anything, that was exactly the only move I could think about.
Mind explaining that real quick?
Yeah, you just have to get the tipper, huh?
Yeah, you should have. Just got to, bro.
Yeah, it's got to, bro. I mean, we're in the PW and we always get the tipper. And
Okay.
Kreeg right now has a very firm control. Mr. E is on winner's side stock. He really needs to keep it right now. I mean, he's down a bunch. He really has that molehill like turned into a mountain right now. But really right now, I mean, he can get a lot right here if he keeps this up. I mean, really turning on the jets right now, like turning that 39% into 84. That's a lot of damage right there.
Okay, I was about to say, I need to start seeing some grabs. I don't feel like we've really seen any grabs up to this point, and the set might be over here if Mr. E isn't able to close this out.
Jeez.
Great positioning, able to maintain that control.
Finish it.
Ooh! And that uppy right there, just counter it.
That was really good. I think at the end there, Mystery kept his cool and did a lot of whiff punishing. So you saw Kreeg kind of greeting for a lot of down airs at a disadvantage when it was right above Mystery, and you can't swing first in this matchup. If you swing first, then the other player will be able to just kind of get that whiff punishing. And apparently, from what I'm seeing, Zomba is out at 15th.
Out of 15th? The 13th.
15.
Against.
Who eliminated him? It's probably me.
True.
But Dane, I mean, that just shows you about how stacked the PNW is. I mean, my goodness.
It's a scary region.
It is a very scary region, and like a lot of the players who come here are also very, very good. So who knows? But again, we have a very, very exciting match going on right now. The Marth Lucina, basically ditto, with Mr. E and Kreeg. Some of the best reps of these characters right now. Really put on the show right now, and Kreeg going straight to battlefield. I mean, that makes more. Oh, getting that down there in the F smash. That's a lot of damage right there. Not gonna kill at 39, but still doesn't fucking work.
It just doesn't work sometimes. And
Jeez,
you know what
that
usually
did.
doesn't work? The American air dodge. That was a crazy way to lose a stock right there.
Also, quick update. That was Moxie who was able to take it over 3-2. It was game 5.
Moxie's fucking crap.
Moxie, she is cracked.
Moxie left the PNW, and
It's the trans buff. Trans visibility day.
Oh, yes, right.
Absolutely, yeah.
Hey.
Let me tell you right now, damn Moxie, we see you.
What's
Yeah,
more visible than making top 8, right?
You're pretty visible right now, Moxie. I have to say, I see you, dog. I see you, big dog. But then just like that, getting that uppy out of shield really, showing off what that down there can do. And just like that, Mr. E stampeding back into the set.
Remember I talked about if Mr. E is able to win the next game, a reverse 3-0 can happen. Wow, but air dodge getting red out there. But speaking of reads, I actually like that Mr. E knew. Can you stop doing that? Okay.
I don't know what to say to that.
I would say, hey, keep it up. Like I'd say, hey, big sword, let's just go into it, dog.
But like what I was trying to say earlier is that Mr. E knew that Kreeg would go for the side B at a disadvantage because like we were kind of complimenting how earlier it's a really good way to stall for the recovery, but if you do it all the time, then you become linear, then you become predictable. And Mr. E, he's one of the best players piloting Lucina for a reason, able to make this comeback happen. That I swear that could have been an up air. That could have been a kill. Or an up tilt at least. I think that might have killed at this percent, but great tech. That's sliding F tilt as well. trying to finish the job here, and a little bit of a re-grab there. Yep, getting up there. You gotta be real careful because now a tipper with this much rage might actually just kill.
Oh,
Okay.
100%. I mean, Marth is super, super dangerous with rage for that.
Ooh!
What a parry!
Ain't
You are nuts.
afraid. Ain't
You are
afraid.
nuts. What? Mr.
But,
E.
No, Mr. E has been on point with these parries this entire game. Like, you're talking about the possibility of a reverse
3-0.
3-0?
That sword was in Mr. E's chest. He just said,
Kreeg, you're not out of
this
this
is
yet."
go over here.
Shoulda aimed for the
Goodbye.
head.
Yeah, should have aimed for the head. You got me in chest, but yeah, no, I got the sword.
And,
It's better.
Sorry to say, but like, can we talk about Mr. E using the worst Lucina ult?
Oh God, it's awful.
That's gross.
It's
Oh,
awful.
what is that shade of green?
That's baby vomit green, right
Bro, that's
there.
not. It's not even Shrek green. That's like the worst.
Yeah,
part.
yeah. No, it's like that brownish green that like you see when like a baby eats too much Gerber. You know? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Just not a fun shade.
It
but
looks like dried seaweed. There we go.
Oh, dry seaweed. Yeah. Actually,
Bro, if it's that bright, though, I don't know if I'm eating it.
It looks like
I really like the gray on it though. Like, to be honest, like the gray like really complements as well, but everything else is just.
but we'll have to see how it kind of works out there. Kreeg has been doing a really fantastic job and has been showing signs of life. Like it's not a fast reverse 3-0. That's like something to say. You can still see the momentum and gears turning in the Marth player's head, but he's got to be careful because Mystery. That's like the curse of facing like good players. Reverse 3-0s and them coming back and getting those reads down. It's one of the worst feelings in the world because you keep telling yourself, I'm so close to winning to them. But when you say that, that's the moment you slip up. That's the moment when you crack. And Mr. E taking full advantage of it, but Kreeg instead. What I'm really scared about, though, I'm really scared about Mr. E's air dodges.
I am too. Like, we've seen it again and again. It has been how, Kreeg has been able to close out these Stalker Kreeg. And
Yeah, Kreeg's and rivals.
that's Kreeg, right?
Kreeg, yeah.
Yeah, so that's different valve.
That's good. They're both playing brain dead characters.
Yeah. I'm not.
I didn't say
All
nothing.
right, all right.
Damn! My bad, Kreeg.
What I did like about the stock right there from Mr. E was the amount of juggling and just how those frame traps was kind of insane. Like literally, he got like I think like 90 to 100% basic up just up there, and he's not dead.
Jeez, that was
That-
a really good delay.
That's very good character knowledge if I've ever seen it. Like, a lot of people would just, like, SC in that situation, but just knowing what limits you can push that stall to is crazy.
But speaking of, sometimes the limit is too far there. You don't want to be pushing that disadvantage. They try to get those options out there. But this is what I'm talking about, the Fire Emblem syndrome, right? At least with Mr. E, the air dodges, yes, they're predictable, but at least, like, you don't block an attack and get hit.
Yo.
But Kreeg's problem that I'm starting to realize now, well, it's starting to rear its ugly head, right? The constant trying to down air at disadvantage, trying to get that fair at disadvantage. And you talked about how earlier Mr. E's on point with the parries. You're making it easier for him.
Exactly. It's one of those things where like, hey, this is the time to mix it up. This is a game 5. He already has you download. You have to change something right now, or else he's just gonna take stock. Mr. E is so good at frame trapping you, so good at doing all of these things the top players do. Like it just you have to change something and mix it up. Like right there, he's going for it. Mr. E's not gonna go near that. Just like that, getting the down air into the up tilt, getting that kill. Mr. E is on his last stock winner side,
That
and
was a
then
good
Kreeg is
grab.
almost on that last stock as well. Only at
Oh, and the ledge trump to close out that stock. We are in. Wait, is it our game 5?
This is game 5 right now.
No,
and
we don't
Mr.
call it the trumpet, we call it the Biden blast.
The Biden blast, absolutely getting that Biden blast. It doesn't matter if you have your tip out. Hey, I'm gonna take that and throw it straight off the blast zone right now. But just like that, Kreeg is really pushing his bench with these fares. Not doing much right there.
Wow, Mr. E.
No.
No, his short ops are.
Don't you dare. Air. Oh, you rolled in, my friend.
Bro, did you see Mr. E lurch back a bit?
Yeah.
Side B?
I'm doing that
Holy
too, dog. Like that's scaring me, and I'm not even blaming.
Okay.
It's a dance of death for sure. That if that reached backwards, that actually might have been it. These air dodges are becoming real scary about it. They both trade great jump.
How can they tell which one's which? They're the same fucking character. Getting that back here. No.
Oh, parry! Tech chase.
Parry with that nair. That up smash. I don't think it's happening right.
Oh, and the
Agreed.
jump call out.
Kreeg getting that out of disadvantage. A really good call out. Getting that fair tipper. My goodness, the tip will always work, and that's like that tip hurts your hip. My goodness.
That was like, I'm gonna be real with you. It seemed like Mystery just had like the correct decisions and made all the correct guesses, but it was just at the bare. It's like the raw moments, right? It's like where like all of a sudden the burst down here that Kreeg's been pumping out like 7 times in a row that Mystery has been consistent on dodging about. One randomly lands and all of a sudden their stock just gets blown up for it, and that's kind of what happened, right? I mean, like there was a huge lead that Kreeg had, like especially in this game, and Mystery was just able to like kind of roll it out, saying, yeah, but consistency is key, being able to push that advantage state there, and then it was just such a fantastic job. But at the end of the day, we're all human. We can't be perfect all the time. You know, that's kind of the problem. That's why Cheese Factor is so strong in these kind of games, because consistency is hard in Ultimate.
Oh yeah. It's very tough, and especially with like Marth, the Cheese Factor. Oh my goodness, if he gets you off stage and gets that tip, there's not much to do. I mean,
Like, that was key.
That was very.
That
key.
was the key stock.
Like without getting that there, it was just not gonna happen. And Mr. E getting that ledge trap brought it back, but again, I mean Kreeg getting that with look like how he used that space.